Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to The Past is Alive with another episode of Turn Back the Clock Tuesday. And I am very excited for this one to break a jumbo box of 92 Bowman, 18 packs, 18 chances to pull some pretty heavy hitter rookies out of this set. Looking for Mariano Rivera rookie, Mike Piazza, Trevor Hoffman, Manny Ramirez. There's a good bit in here, so I've had this box for about 2 weeks now, and the suspense has been killing me sitting around looking at it. I've been wanting to rip it open since the day I got it. So this is one that I've had on my radar for a while. I've been wanting to do. These boxes are pretty expensive. Generally, these go for about over 400 bucks. Luckily, I was able to scoop this one for about 300, so I figured now was the time to rip one of these boxes open. So I want to thank you guys all for being here and sharing the excitement of 92 Bowman. This is definitely one of my favorite sets of all time, I would say. Never really had too many of these when I was a kid. I believe they were around $5 a pack back in 92. So if I'd get $5 from my mom to go to the card shop, I generally was buying 92 Topps packs, probably 5 or 6 of those rather than 92 Bowman. Kind of kicking myself for that nowadays, but oh well. So really excited for this, and before the break I was checking out an old Beckett from 93 actually, and I wanted to share that with you guys too, get acquainted with this. Some of the key rookies we were looking for back in 92 here. I mean, look at this set in Beckett back then and all the increases in prices. Pretty crazy, but the big ones, the heavy hitters back in 92 were David Need, Nigel Wilson, Jeffrey Hammonds was a big one. Juan Guzman, not his rookie, but his second year. So pretty crazy. The Frank Thomas booked at 30 bucks, the foil card. There's 45 foil cards in this set. Manny Ramirez is one of them, probably the best one we can pull out of here. He actually has 2 cards in the set, a base card and then the foil subset card. So hopefully we see those tonight. Probably a lot of players that didn't pan out or didn't really have long careers. But the main ones we're looking for, the Piazza and the Rivera, the 2 biggest ones. So hopefully we see those tonight. But I'm going to waste no more time and rip into this. But Nigel, I was definitely part of the Nigel Wilson craze and David Need and all that. I remember it very distinctively back when I was a kid going after their cards. So we have several different participants. Hey, T-Dog Shay. I did not get the heat gun yet. Definitely looking into that, though. I actually tried putting cards in the oven for various times and haven't had any luck with that either. So heat gun might be the way to go on unsticking and unbricking older 90s cards. There's Joe Yankee saying, "Where's my Rivera?" I hope we find it, man. I really do. So 18 jumbo packs, 23 cards a pack. This is a pretty big set overall. 705 cards. So hopefully we see some Piazzas, some Riveras, and also some of the other rookies we're looking for, other Hall of Famers, Trevor Hoffman, etc. I don't remember ever seeing these particular jumbo boxes. They had different ones. They had 36 count boxes of jumbo packs, and then there's these ones that are 18. Paul L says Delgado. I definitely forgot to mention Delgado rookie. That was definitely a hot one back then too. Garrett Anderson, Troy Percival. There is a good bit. And there's Dragon Fan Timmy said they're $5 a pack. That's what I thought they were, $5. So I know tops were a little under $1 back then, so I would take my $5 to the card shop and buy 5 or 6 packs of tops. There's my girlfriend Brittany. What's happening? So let's rip into these. I think there are 2 different columns in here. There are 2 columns. I actually bought, I think, 3 or 4 packs of these at the National in 2018 and pulled the Hoffman rookie, so I was pretty stoked about that. Regular packs of these usually go for at least 10 bucks a piece. But the very first pack up, we have John A, and we're going to do 1, 2, and go that order. Finally, these packs are seeing the light of day after all these years. So push that off to the side. John A, not sure if he's in here, but good luck to you. I'm pretty sure you could pack search these back in the day. You definitely can. To an extent, you can see the player pictures. And this is definitely a different set for the era. The overall design is pretty bland and common, but I'm going to have to cut these off. The photography definitely made this set stand out from the rest. The photography was very different overall. A lot of the prospects and rookies are wearing Hawaiian shirts, like vacation shots almost. I know Cliff Floyd rookie card's in here. He's dunking a basketball, I believe. Haven't seen that card in a long time. Very back card here, William Pennyfeather. Rookie bust there. And we have a Henderson on top there. So good luck to all you guys. I'm so excited to do this. I've been wanting to do a box of these for, I couldn't tell you how long. There's 2 foil cards per pack. Henderson, Domingo Jean. So you're going to see a lot of players didn't really pan out. Calvin Reese, that might be his rookie. Not much value to it though. But you can see what I mean about them wearing casual clothes. Very different for the time. Jerome Walton, big name in 1990. And the foil cards, we have 2 of them here. Calvin Murray is the first one. And Jack McDowell. Todd Hundley definitely had a lot of hype to him back in 1990. This one's kind of stuck together a little bit. And these have the UV coating, but they're not bad as far as sticking goes. Mark Clark was stuck to the back of that one. Jose Lean, I would have been so stoked to pull that one when I was a kid. Hubie Brooks, and there's William Pennyfeather. So best card in that pack we saw was the Henderson on top there. That one was for John A. Sorry, didn't find any Mattingleys in there, John A, or any rookies. Like I said, it's a relatively big set, 705 cards. So we move on to pack 2, and that is our buddy Jay Hadley. And there's Ripping for Ripkins that says, thanks for doing this, John. Such a great set and great rookie cards. Good luck, everyone. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate that, Corey. Corey has 3 spots in this break. And there's our buddy Joe's Card Corral and Joe Mansman. How you doing, guys? Thanks for stopping by. Really looking forward to maybe seeing some of these key rookies. I've never pulled them out of a pack, but before last year, I don't know if I've ever bought a pack of these and opened them before, honestly. So this is really exciting for me. Neon Dion on the back there. You know, and there's Cliff Floyd dunking the baseball. Cliff Floyd rookie card. Not a bad one at all. And Delgado is right after him. Jay Hadley. There's the first rookie. Nice. Delgado. Cliff Floyd and Delgado back to back. Pretty awesome. Yeah, that Cliff Floyd card is definitely unique. Delgado, what a nice one. Not bad at all. Jim McManus says, is Willie Mays Hayes in this set? I wish, man. That would be awesome. Willie Mays Hayes from Major League 2. What was that? White Hammer, Black Lightning. The movie he was in is so good. Barry Larkin foil card. Dragon Fan Tim says that rim was only 6 feet on that Cliff Floyd. David Wells. There's also a few good second-year cards we're looking for, too. Chipper Jones. There's the Deion Sanders. There's Joe's Carter. A Black Hammer, White Lightning. That's what it was. Willie Mays Hayes. What a ridiculous trailer that was. But pretty good pack, though. Not bad at all. Floyd and Delgado rookie cards. Nice one, Jay. And pack number 2. Yeah, so you got Pedro J. Martinez, second-year card in here. You got Chipper Jones, too. Chipper Jones looking really nerdy in his picture on there. Hopefully we see that one tonight. So we're going up to pack 3 now, and that is Joseph B. Joe Yankee. Saw him in here earlier. He said, pull me the Rivera. or where's my Rivera at? Well, hopefully it's in here for you. He's on the back, and I can tell you that. It's Mark Hutton. Wrath of Cain says, I am nervous for everyone. Yeah, I am too. I was literally like almost shaking in suspense before I started. Good luck to you, Joseph B. There's one stuck to the back of Mark Tremblay here. Mark Tremblay. Some of these are sticking a little bit, but there's no paper loss, which is a nice thing. Hey, dear man. Dale Murphy. There's a Clemens. Nice one there. Mark Grace. I see a Kiki Hernandez and a Phil Nevin, second year Nevin, USA foil card there. A Vince Moore, I don't remember Vince Moore. Lofton, second year. Chuck Chicago says, okay, no seizures tonight. Mike Piazza! Whoa, look at that! And Kerry Woodson. No one cares about Kerry Woodson. Mike Piazza rookie. Congrats, Joe. That is freaking awesome, man. The third pack in. Very nice. Piazza rookie. And that one looks pretty sharp for the most part. I'm going to throw that in one touch for you, Joe. Not sure if you send cards in a PSA or not. I know you do get cards graded. Kevin Young, that's actually his rookie card. I always thought that card was crazy, that huge bat. Used to have some value to it back in the day. Not much now, though. And Mark Hutton. Piazza in the third pack. That is pretty awesome. I got some one touches reserved here for Piazza and Rivera. Hey, Dave Durango, what's happening? Paul L says Joe redeemed himself the Plunks 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was some bad luck for our buddy Joe. It was a Swindell, Plunk, and Dan Quisenberry back-to-back packs in the 87 Don Russ. But we will throw the Piazza in there. That is freaking awesome. So excited about that for you, Joe. I actually bought that card. That was one of the first cards I bought when I got back into collecting. Had to track down that rookie. I never owned it when I was a kid. What a nice one. So congrats to you, Joe. It is a nice pull there. And Joe still has, 2 more spots coming up as well. So hopefully we find you some other stuff. And find you that Rivera that you're after. And Brian Taylor. We can't forget about Brian Taylor. That was a huge one back in '92. I totally dissed him and didn't recognize him at all whenever I came on. And there's 357 Maggots. His thoughts and prayers for you and your family, John. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate you being here, too. We move on to Terry F. Pack 4. Let us find some more rookies. And there's Stemmer's Hits. Says, hey, John, thank you for stopping by me and my son's show this past weekend. Thank you for you and your brother's active obsession making it ours. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. I definitely enjoy your channel a lot, man. I try to stop by anytime I can. Check out Stemmer's Hits if you haven't yet. Really awesome what he's doing, getting his son active in the hobby and whatnot. Really a lot of fun watching you guys. And there's a Brian Taylor. We'd be flipping out right now. Terry F. if this was 1992. Checklist card. And some of these, I should probably go back and check some of the other packs we opened because these are pretty sneaky. Bobby Reed kind of snuck in there a little bit. Sam Horn. It's tough to tell. Like there's a Molitor hiding there. These cards are pretty thin, so. Paul Molitor, not a bad one at all. And there's a Brian Jordan rookie card coming up. Brian Jordan had some power to him. Tom Smith, that awesome 90s haircut there. The flat top. Rick Helling foil card. And Chris Roberts. Dave Randall says the only card that counts in the set is Carlos Baerga. There's a Puckett. And I thought that was Pedro for a second there. Nice Puckett there for you, Terry. Oral Hershiser. Psyched me out there. I thought it was a Pedro. Looks kind of similar to that card, a little bit at least. Roberto Kelly. Chris Hammond, Shane Reynolds, and Greg Blosser with an amazing mullet there. These cards just scream 1990. It's awesome. I'm going to double check these just to make sure the other guys that came before, we didn't skip over any cards. It'd be crazy if we pass up a Rivera already or something like that, or an RPS or any of the other rookies we're looking for. That was an epic mullet. Indeed. Austin Farmer. Let me double check these just to make sure. I think we're good, but you never know. So stick with me here for a second, guys. There's that Cliff Floyd dunking that baseball. That card is hilarious. So far, not seeing anything. One more to go through here. For Joe's card crosses, that card is so dumb. I actually still need that one for my rookie PC. I'm gonna have to buy it on eBay. So I think I might have missed one or two with their commons. Craig Lefferts in the first pack. Looks like we missed him, but we're all caught up now. Let me put these aside and get back to ripping. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate that, man. So we're moving on to pack number 5 now. Douglas O'Shea has 2 spots. He actually has pack 5 and 6, so good luck to you, Douglas. Let's see if we can find that Rivera. If you find a nice Rivera, if you get a high grade, like a PSA 10 Rivera is usually between $300 and $400. Kind of dropped down in value a little bit. They used to be about 500. The Piazza is about $100. These ones are a little sticky. I was always creeped out by that card when I was a kid. I definitely had that, but pulled out of a repack. I think I got from like Kmart, where they had like 5 cards, and I think one of them was a 92 Bowman. Von Eshelman. Here's a Sheffield. See, these, I mean, these are tricky. Can't even tell they're sticking together. Vaughn Cruz. Solomon, that's actually his rookie card. Had some value to it back in the day. Joe says, wow, it looks creepy. CLG's in here, says, looks like a serial killer. He definitely does. There's Omar. And I thought that was Manny Ramirez for a second. His card is kind of like that. Kind of an upper body shot there. And there's Michael Tucker coming up. Javi Lopez, that's a second-year Lopez for him. I always liked Javi Lopez. Michael Tucker, this is a pretty hot card back in '92. Rick Herstensteiner looks a lot like Jerry Seinfeld. That's kind of creepy. And like same exact shirt and stuff too. I can't say I've ever heard of him. I don't think he was around very long. Spike Owen, cheesing big time there. Joe Orsulak, couple stuck together here. Douglas O'Shea, hopefully we find you a nice rookie. Mike Williams looks like a school teacher almost. And Matt Noakes. Dragon Fan Tim says these are nice spring training cards and senior photos by Life Touch Photos, America's #1 school picture company. Well, thanks for that info, man. Julian Vasquez. Julian Vasquez. That's actually his rookie as well. Jack Clark, Tim Belcher. And Dave Otto ends that pack out. Quick look at that. Vaughn Eshelman again. Looks like a Russian hitman. Almost. We go on to pack number 6. Dave Durango says, how much were these a pack? They were 22 shipped a pack. And if you bought more than one, they were 18 extra. So I think all in all, did the math on it. I think I'll make about, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks off this break, and that's to cover supplies. But like I said, the box cost me $300, and the previous ones on there before were over 400. They were listed at like 450, but best offers were accepted. So I really doubt that they really went for less than 400. And there's El Canon. It says, good to see you, John. 92 Bowman. This is super nostalgic. Pull that fire and check out Dave Durango classic cards and the Wrath of Cain just for funsies. Hey, thanks a lot, man, and thank you for being here. Please check out El Canon. His channel's grown pretty quickly, and also those other guys too, Dave Durango classic cards and the Wrath of Cain, are all good dudes as well, and they also all have channels. Archie Cianfrocco, Sean Estes, Tim Salmon, that was definitely a hot one back then. He actually won Rookie of the Year '92, and Robin Yount follows that up. Felix Jose, just making sure I didn't skip anything. Dennis Martinez, Tim Costo. Howard House, looks like at Wrigley Field. Definitely do not remember Howard House at all. Never heard of him. Charles Johnson, he had a probably pretty long career. Not a bad player at all by any means. And there's Carwin Steele. It says, huge fan, just posted my first baseball card video, my top 10 Nolan Ryan baseball cards, including a couple of one-of-ones. Appreciate any feedback if you guys like trying to grow. Thanks. Hey, thanks a lot, Carwin Steele, and thank you for being here, man. Definitely check him out and give him a sub. I'll do the same after this video is over. Check that Nolan Ryan video out. A couple one-on-ones. That's pretty freaking awesome, man. I want to thank you for being here tonight. Please give him a sub. Help him grow his channel. There's old Rock Reigns and Dave Justice. Wilson Alvarez and Pedro Estachio. That's his rookie, but not much value to that. Douglas O'Shea's second pack there. So a couple of decent cards, a couple of Hall of Famers and whatnot. Tim Salmon not in the Hall, but definitely had a great career. So still trudging on, looking for rookies. Then the Rivera, and Ryan F is up next with pack 7. Elkanon says, got you, Carwin Steele. Thanks, Elkanon. Yeah, please sub to each other. Give you lots of content to watch this winter during the off season. Chet Lemon says, what's the Rivera worth raw? Usually the raw Rivera usually goes for around 40 bucks. Book value, I don't know, maybe 80, 50 or 80, something like that. But if you go to like eBay sold listings or anything like that, they usually go for about 40. I just know that because I've been trying to get one for a little while. I missed a few auctions, got outbid and forgot about them. So good luck to you, Ryan F, on your first pack. There's a Smoltz. Frankie Rodriguez. Wes Chamberlain. That's a funny card. Joe Sondrini. I do not remember Joe Sondrini at all, but I guess he played for the Buccos. It's a pretty funny looking card. Yeah, drafted by the Pirates, 1990. Can't say that I've ever heard of him. Mike Smith says Rivera started out in the common pile, 92. No doubt about it, man. And it looks like a Big Mac foil card. Joe says, are those pumps? And there's McGuire. It's a nice one. McGuire, foil, and Jon Jabs. His rookie's actually in this set, too. He's got 2 cards in this set. And somebody's stuck to the back of him. And there's Pedro Martinez. Nice. Ryan F. Your first pack, the second year Martinez. Pretty good-looking card. That is a nice one. First time seeing that tonight. Maybe a little off center from top to bottom, but overall, really nice looking card. Chris Weaver, hey, what's up, man? Says, cool, Pedro. Didn't see you pop in. Pedro Martinez and Ramon Martinez back to back. That's pretty interesting, the 2 brothers. Edgar Martinez, that's so weird. 3 Martinez in a row. It's pretty crazy. Steve Finley. Old F-Face Ripken. Eric Karras, that was a hot one back in 92 as well. That's a second year card for him. And Gene Larkin. So not a bad pack at all, Ryan, after your first one. Pedro, second year card. And we move on to Ripping for Ripkins, his first pack in the break here. Pack number 8. Sticking together here. Elkanon says, I was wondering if that was by design, but what are the odds of 3 Martinez in a row? That's pretty crazy. Pedro, Ramon, brothers together, then Edgar after that. Hey, Vesher, what's happening, man? Interstepper hits again. He says, hey, John, just got the Disney Plus. Going to check out the Star Wars TV series with my son. Now I want a box of this. Maybe it will be like the 95 Miners. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. I've been hearing a lot about Disney Plus lately. I just saw earlier that you can now watch Gargoyles on there, the animated series in the mid-90s, and I was a big fan of that show when I was younger. I don't really know a lot about it, but people were going pretty wild over it. I did read something on the news earlier about how there was like a worldwide blackout with Disney Plus. Like as soon as they launched it, there was some sort of technical issues and you couldn't watch anything for a while. Mike Smith says, keep a one-touch ready for Frank Thomas foil. Yeah, hopefully we see that tonight. Very interesting picture there. Dave Durango says, it's a Pirates life for me. Oh, Vaughn Hayes. Eric and I never liked Vaughn Hayes for no reason. Joe Yankee, Ray Romano looked like. Thank you. I was trying to figure out who he looked like, and it was on the tip of my tongue, but that is it. Ray Romano. There's a Barry Bonds. Corey, nice Bonds for you. First time seeing that one. Old Dave Hollins. What a major prospect he was in 1990. We were going after his cards like crazy. Hey, KB Cards. BJ Surhoff, Mike Devereaux, and Scott Erickson. And the foil cards, could it be Frank Thomas or Manny? Haven't seen the Manny yet. Let's stick them together a little bit here. Rick Green and old Tim Wallach. Dragon Fan Tim says, do you have the complete series of Street Sharks? I do not. You know what? I was actually looking at picking those up because if you look on Amazon, they're like pretty cheap. I think it's only like 10 or 15 bucks to buy the whole series of Street Sharks. Definitely one that I'm going to get at some point. Jeff Williams, another Russian spy. Rob Deere, making sure these aren't sticking together. Darren Jackson. Joe's Card Corral says Tailspin and Dino Riders. Yep, definitely remember those two as well. Tailspin was one I watched every single day, literally every afternoon. That and DuckTales, a few other ones. There's Mo Vaughn. That is a third-year Mo Vaughn. His rookie's actually 1990. Making sure none of these are sticking. Pete Incaviglia, Bob Malacky, and a Jim Thome, second-year card. And Jimmy Navarro. So not too bad of a pack. We found a Bonds in there. Not a bad one at all. Bonds and old Mo Vaughn for Dave Durango, who's a huge Mo Vaughn fan. And Wrath of Cain says, what a pack in Cavilla. Vesher says, DuckTales video game ruled. I'm glad you said that, man. I used to be obsessed with that game. Literally obsessed with that. That was the only video game that I could actually beat the entire way through. When I was a little kid, I sucked at video games. Maybe I just give up too quick. I don't remember. But DuckTales, the very first one, that was my go-to game. I played it like freaking religiously every single day. And the final level, the moon level, that song, like I still play that song. Like I'll piss Brittany off because she'll be like laying in bed trying to sleep, and I'll put the moon theme on from the very last level, like 3 in the morning. And the dog will start going crazy. There's Dave Dringo says the theme from the moon stage is beautiful. Thank you for saying that. They actually did a remaster on it for the new video game. They remastered it for what, PS3 or PS4, and redid it. I think I still like the original better though. El Canon says love that game. That game is epic. I think what I'm gonna do moving forward, I got a package from a subscriber named Andrew today. Really cool guy. I've been talking to him on Instagram, but he sent me something today, and I couldn't wait till Friday to open it. So I ripped it open. He actually made a custom NES cartridge, which you'll see on Friday. And it has 500 preloaded games. There's a few doubles on there, but there's 500. I can't remember if DuckTales is on there or not. I was looking at all the other ones and got sidetracked. But I want to do a series maybe like once a week doing retro games. Not trying to knock off Angry Video Game Nerd. I could never live up to him at all by any means. But just going back and playing some of these games we used to enjoy when we were kids. But enough out of me. I'll shut up now. So pack 9, we move on to Craig B. Paul Else is still waiting for the G.I. Joe video, John. It is coming. It is definitely coming soon. It took me a long time to actually do a toy collection video. But there is hope now that I did one of those. I plan on doing more very soon and trying to put more videos out per week instead of, now that Friend Mail Friday is gone, trying to put some more videos out to replace it. And definitely want to highlight some more toy videos and make more of those because I enjoy doing. That's why I started a channel to begin with. There's Chris Card says, what's up, gang? Love DuckTales on the NES. So good. The second one I always heard was like super hard, and I think it came out after the series like was taken off the air. It came out in like the early 90s. I want to say the first one was like 87 or 88, something like that, I think. And Joseph C. says Metal Gear for Nintendo was the best. And of course, Battletoads was amazing. Eric and I used to play it all the time. And if I remember correctly, Battletoads, if you're playing 2 players, like you could actually damage your partner's health on there. And I think Eric used to hit me all the time, and I'd get all pissed off about it. So Battletoads is awesome. I love that game. So that preloaded cartridge from Andrew, I'd like to do a series where he go back and check out some old games, and then not just do NES, but do PS1 games, and I don't know, maybe Atari and stuff like that. Greg Maddux, first time seeing him. It's a nice one for Craig B, who's up. Sorry, I got off topic there and was rambling on, but nice Maddux there. Kelly Gruber, Jeff Juden. I know Joe's Card Corral will appreciate that. He used to hate Jeff Juden really bad, very cocky guy, and he looks very cocky in that picture. Mike Musina, second year. Nice one, too. Musina and Maddux. And there's Frank Thomas. Nice. Good pack for Craig B. Nice. Bobby Jones. Looking very full of himself. I don't think he really lasted too long. And Matt Meeske. Foil card. There's Paul Molitor foil. So we're not really seeing too many repeats tonight, which is pretty awesome. Kevin Napier and Andy Van Slyke, Eric's favorite player when we were younger. Used to collect all the Van Slyke stuff. Chris Carr says Bobby Jones had a decent career at the Mets. I thought he went to the Mets. Greg Vaughn, Knobloch. What a big craze he was in 1990 and the early 90s overall. Tom Candiotti, Jeff Bagwell, second year. And Jerry Capoto. Austin Farmer says, is it just me or does Bobby Jones look like a grown-up version of the great Hambino? He kind of does. I can see that. Definitely. So not a bad pack at all there. 3 nice cards in that one. And next one we go up to Goth Duck for pack 10. So we are now officially over the halfway point here. Thank you guys all for being here again. Chris Karts is a terrible wardrobes in this box for half the fun. They definitely scream 90s. There's a Donnie Baseball in the back here for Goth Duck. Have not seen him yet tonight, so that's a nice one. And a Kent Bottenfield rookie card. That was probably pretty popular back in 92. Really not much value to it now, though. Dennis Powell. Yeah, the weird wardrobes and cheesy smiles. Joe Sondrini again. And his BK Dinocells, or whatever he's wearing there. Dave Righetti. Manny Ramirez rookie card. Nice. Have not seen that one yet. Very nice. Take a look at that one. Another one of the rookies we were chasing after in this box. Paul Elsa's Manny Ramirez looks like a Backstreet Boy wannabe. Goth Duck, nice pack for you so far. Manny rookie card. Still no sign of the Rivera yet, but we did find the Piazza earlier in the third pack for you guys that tuned in a little later. So we found some of the key rookies we're looking for. I haven't seen Trevor Hoffman yet either. We saw Delgado right early on in the break. Another Michael Tucker here. And Matt Williams. Fool card there. Not seen that one yet. Sandy, Cal, Doug Drabeck, Joe Vitko, and somebody, I think it was Dave Durango that said that this was the best card in the box we're going to see tonight. And there it is, a Carlos Baerga. Willie McGee, and there's Don Mattingly. So nice pack, Mattingly and Ramirez rookie, or the Ramirez rookie card. Very nice. So some decent ones in there for Goth Duck. I think that's his first break with us here. Like that Manny a lot. We move on to Joseph B. Joe Yankee again. And he's got pack 11. Says Rivera time. These are actually opening up kind of easy now. Esteban Beltry. Scott Stahoviak. There's our Frank Thomas. I want to make sure we got this right. I think this is actually, I mixed these two up. This is actually Joseph B. Jr.'s pack. So I pulled this one off the bottom, so it should have been an even number. So Joseph Burrow Jr., this is your pack. I was kind of wondering what I was doing there. I kind of got off topic and lost my place. But Joseph Baumgarten, you're next. You'll be the top pack there. So the bottom one's always going to be an even number. So this is pack 12. Sorry about that, you guys. But another Frank Thomas, so not a bad one there for Joseph Burrow. Bobby Jones again. Couple of the Braves heavy hitters back in the 90s, Smoltz and Wohlers. Wes Chamberlain, Greg Swindell. We cannot escape him, and it's a foil card. There's Joe Mansman says, let's pull Rivera. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that, and thanks for being here. Hopefully we see Rivera tonight. Joe Randa. It's actually his rookie card, I believe. I don't think he's another card in this set. So Swindell, can't escape him. Alex Cole in the same pack. The Sabo Imposter. Jack McDowell, Kurt Stillwell. Bernie Williams. Old Mel Hall. Chris George. And there's a Ripken. He was the one featured on the boxes, the regular hobby boxes of this set. Still is. Ripken Jr. is a nice one. I haven't seen that one yet. So that was actually Joseph Burrow Jr.'s pack there. So we lost our place a little bit, but we're back on track now with Joseph Baumgarten and his pack 11. Solo Matt's 14th pack will have Rivera. I hope so, man. I hope we see a couple of them. I'd like to see another Piazza too. Checklist card leads it off. There's Chuck Chicago. It says hit the likes or thumbs up button for John. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. And I'm sure we'll see a Chris Sabo in here. Odds are we probably will. Jack Morris, Denny Walling, Glenn Davis, Willie Green. Mark Anthony. Used to always be weirded out by that card because we actually had a childhood friend that was always hanging out. His name was Mark Anthony. Just little kid stuff like that. Joe's Card Corral says LOL. Joe's Card Corral knows what I'm talking about. There's Bill Seitz says, hey, John, hope all is well with you and the family. I'm freezing here in New York City. Thanks a lot, Bill. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. And trying to stay warm, dude. We're definitely freezing here, too. It's, I think, 22 degrees out right now, and it's supposed to get down in like to 15 or 14 degrees tonight. So stay warm. My furnace is actually working today. It keeps shutting off, but it's turning back on. So luckily, I am staying warm for the time being. Dave Steve, that's one for Joe's Card Corral. Hey, Dave M., what's happening? And I see a Robin Ventura foil card here. Anatino Martinez, that's a cool one. Be very careful with these ones. I'm worried I'm going to overlook some. There's a George Brett. First time seeing that one. Nice looking card. Alvin Davis. Al Osuna. Steve Buechele again. And there's Kingy's Hobbies. It says, hi, John. Great channel. It's great being back in the hobby. Recently started my own channel. Would appreciate some subs. Upper Deck 2019-2020 Hobby Box break happening soon. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Please check out Kingy's Hobbies. Give him a sub. Help him grow his channel. I'll definitely do the same thing after the live stream ends. Very cool of you, man. Glad that you're back in the hobby. Rock Reigns, Dave Justice again. Seen that pattern before. And Bill Sampin. And that was Joseph Baumgarten's pack. Sorry, man. We could not find you. Actually, wait. Denny Walling has someone stuck to the back of him. Pat Borders. Why could you not be Rivera? I'm going to double check these to make sure. Somebody may get lucky and have a surprise Rivera stuck to the back of one of their cards. So that was pack 11, and we did pack 12 already, and we move on to pack 13. Joe Yankee says, I still have one more shot. And Kevin's Card Collecting says, Kingy's Hobbies, I got you. Welcome back to the hobby. Definitely, man. Welcome back. And 2019 20 Upper Deck, that's pretty awesome, too. Looking forward to checking that out. There's Edgar Martinez. Will we see a repeat Pedro Martinez in this pack since they were all together last time? There's a Sosa on top. It's a pretty decent card. Nice looking Sosa. Cool thing about these cards is they were never really cut that bad. Ryan Long looking ultra cool. Looking not so cool in the back. Just making sure that there's nothing hiding out. You never know. Greg Olson, Johnny Ruffin. This is actually Ryan F's second pack in the break. The first one, he had some nice pulls. Paul O'Neill, Bruce Hurst, Bob Walk, Brian Williams. Another Howard House card there, Wrigley Field, and Jack McDowell. I think we saw those two together the last time. And not the Rivera we're looking for, hiding out here, Luis Rivera. Greg Vaughn, Knobloch. I think we have another Pedro Martinez coming up. A Bagwell second year. I thought I saw a glimpse of him. We do. Another Pedro Martinez second year. That's a nice one, though, for you, Ryan. Pedro, Ramon, and Edgar Martinez. The 3Ms all together there in the second pack. That's pretty wild. Not common at all for the junk wax era. Not whatsoever. Not bad, though. Sosa and Pedro Martinez second year. Not too bad at all whatsoever for a big set like this. And that takes us on to pack 14 for our buddy Corey ripping for Ripkins. He still has 2 more packs in this. This is the second to last one. Yeah, I want to thank you guys all for checking each other's channels out and getting each other's subs. That's really awesome of you. Austin says, well, that's what I call Martinez standoff. Let's find this Rivera. We saw the Piazza in the third pack. That was pretty epic. Manny, not too long ago. So we're due for another one. Napoleon Robinson. Dave Durango says, nobody gave me a sub. I'll take a fat-ass Italian with everything but onions. Yeah, I don't like onions either. So good call on that one. Mike Jackson, Mike Robertson. Zane Smith, always looking hideous. Never fails. Hojo. Junior Felix. Coleman. If I'm going too fast, let me know, you guys. I'm just antsy here. Sean Estes. And Klesko full card. I'm not seeing that one yet. That was a big one back in '92. It's his second year. Robert Butler. Looking like he just got out of school there. John Hurst. Trini Burnitz. Second year for him as well. Chris Bates says his 92 fashion shots are funny. It definitely differentiates this set from the rest of them. Billy Ashley, big prospect in the early 90s. Melito Perez, shout out to Jonathan H. I don't think he's in here, but he knows why. Gabe White. Gabe White looks almost too old to be in this set. Bobby Thigpen and Carney Lansford ends that pack out for Corey. Not a lot of luck in that one. But we move on to Craig Olay at pack 15. And there's Jonathan H. Says, driving, no more talking, supporting John. Hope you and Brittany are doing well. Signing off so don't crush. Have a good one. GI those in the break. Or good luck those in the break. Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully you heard the bit about Melito Perez. I got a big stack of them I'm been collecting to send down to you. I know how much you like them. Pack 15, we move on to Craig Olay. We have 4 packs left. Joe's hoping we find an oil can Boyd here. They kind of stuck. Checklist leads it off. The last 5 cards of the set are checklists, so that's kind of annoying. It kind of takes your chance away from finding a Rivera. David Cohn. Nolan Ryan. That is a nice one. Have not seen that one yet. Hey, Urban. Same to you, man. Thanks for popping in. Joe says checklist pissed me off. They used to piss me off too, man. They still do. Ruin your chances at the shot at getting something good. Nice Nolan Ryan there. Craig Olay. I don't know if he's in here or not. I know he works in the evenings and whatnot. So there's old John Kruk there. Louis Polonia. Barry Larkin. Jimmy Manuel says, time to pull Nolan Ryan. Not sure if there was a lag on there or not, but we just saw him. Dave Winfield. So a few Hall of Famers in there. There's a Big Cat, Galarraga. Sid Fernandez, Paul Quantrill. Jim Abbott is the first foil card here. Mike Smith says Juan Guzman was a hot card back in. He definitely was. I definitely was PCing Juan Guzman back in the early 90s. I remember it like it was yesterday. Abbott, Chad McConnell. Brian Pulaski says, Kruk you. Larry Walker. I think Walker getting the Hall of Fame there. So, a couple nice ones in here. Ben McDonald. That was definitely a nice one back in 92 as well. Pat Kelly, Mike Greenwell. Terry Schumpert. Derek Bell, never cared for him. Old John Smiley. After he left the Buccos. Van Slyke. And Rico. Ends the pack out for Craig. Oh, some nice ones in there, though. That Ryan is definitely a nice one for your personal collection. We move on to the final pack for Joseph Baumgarten. Joe's card corral says Derek Bell was garbage. He was garbage, and on top of that, he was just a D-bag all around. Matt Young says, have you ever thought about buying a Masterpiece Transformer? If you have not, I recommend... Sorry, that got cut off there. I recommend trying the MP10. I definitely will look into that. I have seen those before, I feel like, just recently. I still have some of the G1 Transformers in a box. I actually won them all in an auction. I haven't gone back and started buying anything new in box as far as Transformers. Really, really pricey stuff. So if you come across any Transformers stuff, you might want to buy it if it's a good price. And this is Joseph Baumgarten. Good luck to you, man. That Joe Redfield, I feel like that is an omen for a rookie. I think we saw him as a precursor for one in the last pack, but I could be wrong. You never know with the order of Greg Maddux. That's what I was thinking of. So nice Maddux there for you, Joe. Hopefully we see some different ones now. Rick Wilkins, Aaron Seeley. I was so pumped to buy this card in 92. It's actually his rookie card. I was a big Aaron Seeley fan in the early 90s. That was actually like, I think I paid like $10 for that back in 92 at a card shop. Dropping $10 on a card for me back then was something I didn't do very much because I was all about quantity over quality. Wanted more cards instead of just one. Butch Husky rookie card there, looking devious. And Roberto Alomar, first time seeing him. Dave M says, I loved Aaron Seeley too way back then. And a Will the Thrill there. A lot of Will Clark fans still out there. And I see a Bernard Gilkey coming up. Well, we were due, I guess. We saw Greg Swindell already, so shout out to Jonathan H. for the Bernard Gilkey find here. And Melito Perez. Matt Young says, yeah, NP10 is Optimus Prime, and I believe the Big Bad Toy Store sells a repaint for 99 bucks. Huh. Yeah, I'll check that out. Be nice to find an original Optimus Prime. Gotta pay a lot of money for one of those, though. And Jim Olander, Pete Castellano, and there's David Need. Not used to seeing him in a Braves uniform at all. He went to the Rockies shortly after that, 93. Maybe it was late 92. But that was probably the hottest card back in 93. The David Need and Nigel Wilson. And Brian Taylor, of course, who we haven't seen. I don't think we saw Brian Taylor. Maybe we did. Rob Ventura. Glenn Murray. I'm going back trying to read some of these comments as I was gabbing. Joe says, get some GoBots. You know what? I did have some GoBots, and I ended up selling them a while ago. I kind of wish I didn't. Glenn Murray, Randy Velarde, Mike Henneman, Kevin Moss, another big name in the early 90s, Trammell, and Jeff Jackson. No Rivera, Joseph. I am sorry, man. That is a tough pill to swallow. And we move on to the final two packs here. Ripping for Ripkins, and then Joseph Burrow. So good luck to you guys. Let's pack search here, see what we have. Can't tell. Can't tell who that is. Old Reggie Jefferson on the back of that one. Dave M says, do you collect old Happy Meal toys? I've been seeing those pop up more at flea markets. I definitely do, depending on what kind of toy line it is. Like, I have all the real Ghostbusters Happy Meal toys. I think I have a couple Gargoyles, and also Gargoyles is actually Burger King Kids Club. Back to the Future also. I think I have a couple of those as well. I like to collect the merchandise more. Like I was really lucky. I found a real Ghostbusters Happy Meal display, like from the actual marquee outside the drive-thru display. Somebody on Facebook Marketplace had it, I think, for like 50 bucks in a different state, like Virginia or something like that. So I messaged him and he shipped it to me, which is pretty awesome because those are very rare. So I like the definitely like the promotional stuff that comes along with those. Brent Miller, JT Brett. This is Ripping for Ripkins pack. Corey, so good luck to you. Kim Batista. Dave says, I definitely had the Back to the Future cartoon toys as a kid. I remember that cartoon. Old Matt Williams, Reggie Sanders, and Keith Mitchell. Hopefully find the Rivera, but our luck is getting low here. Jimmy Key. Denny Nagel. I'll still never forget when he hit a grand slam around that time. Pretty epic. Michael P. says, love Reggie Sanders. Cecil Fielder. Nigel Wilson. There is the big card. This card was huge back in 92 and 93. I want to say Joe's Card Corral had this card. Wow. Such a corny looking card, too. He's wearing like slippers, and I don't even know what kind of pants those are. Definitely scream 90s, though. Very funny card. Chet Lemon says, didn't you break these before, not find the Rivera? No, I never did. Eric did. Our box that we have is definitely a lot better than the one that Eric had. He just had a regular box, 36 count Holly box. I think he found a ton of Jeffrey Hammond's USA Olympic cards, which was a hot card back then, but kind of worthless now. Paul L says, Tom Prince is greater than Nigel Wilson. Toxic Crusaders. Definitely was a fan of the Toxic Crusaders. That was a very short-lived cartoon back in the 90s. Matt Stairs, it's actually his rookie card. Actually, that's a subset card. He has another card in the set, the base set. BJ Wallace. Corey, I hope we find something good for you, man. Rob Deere. Darren Jackson again. Els Burks. Another Mo Vaughn. Pete again. Bob Malacky. Jim Thome, second year. Navarro. And Reggie Jefferson. So some tough luck on that one, Corey. And we move on to the final pack. The suspense is killing me here. Joseph Burrow Jr. here is looking at you, man. I hope that we find Rivera or Trevor Hoffman. We haven't seen him either. We found the Delgado. Didn't see Chipper Jones either. Like I said, it's a pretty big set, 705 cards. So, more difficult odds to pull the cards you want. Gem Mint says, find the Rivera. I hope so, man. I really do. Fitzy says, last pack mojo. Let's hope for it. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. Pudge Rodriguez, the first card of the set, and his second year is on the back. Maybe that's a good sign. And a freaking checklist, of course. Seeing some repeats here. John Candelosi. Jack Morris again. Denny Walling. Denny Walling's a pretty popular guy. He's always stuck to everything. Greg Gagne. Chad Curtis. Now doing hard time. It's actually his rookie. That was a decently hot one back then. That one's pretty off-center. That's probably the most off-center one we've seen so far in this box. Benito, Justin Thompson. So some new ones here we haven't seen yet. Ruben Sierra, Paul Bird, Scott Fletcher, a Big Mac foil card. Paul Ellis's Tops, a jailbreak captain. Joe's card corral says, John, drink those Ecto Coolers live. I should. I have some of the Ecto Cooler. McGuire, Jon Jabs. There's a big hoax circulating on the internet today. Ecto Cooler was making a comeback, and it was nothing but that, a hoax. Jon Jabs again, Doug Linton. So seeing some cards we haven't seen previously in this break. Jesse Barfield, Angel Miranda, Mike Sosha. So seeing some bums that could have been Rivera. Steve Avery. Brett Boone. Paul Miller. John Patterson. And there is the Pudge. Did not find the Rivera. But that is the chance you take. But we did find a lot of other good ones for the most part. There's quite a few we didn't find. We found 2 Pedro Martinez second years. The Piazza was probably our best find for the night. It's a very nice one. I like that card a lot. And found Manny Ramirez rookie card. Like I said, the Delgado. No Chipper Jones. No Trevor Hoffman. But that was a really fun break. I really appreciate you guys for participating in that. We actually have a jumbo box of 93 Bowman that we'll be doing at some point, hopefully. The packs for that will be a lot cheaper, probably like around $9 or $10 at the most, for 23 cards. So looking for the Jeter, that'll be coming up soon. And I think next week we will be seeing a box of 95 Studio. So turn back the clock Tuesday. We'll return again around the same time next week. And we'll be checking these credit cards out. Pretty kind of oddball set from the mid-90s. Used to like these a lot. So be seeing that, and also have some more boxes to show you. The weekly recap will be returning again this Friday, and I'll be showing you some more pickups. I actually bought a decent-sized collection at the junk store of the weekend. I didn't show you guys that yet, but there's a ton of like mid-2000s rookie cards in there. We got these boxes for $5 a piece. They're like 5,000 count boxes. So I think tomorrow we're going to go through that and live stream it, because there's a bunch of football cards and there's a bunch of basketball and hockey, and I don't know anything about that. So maybe you guys will enjoy seeing that, and you guys can kind of tell me if there's some decent stuff in there. So we'll be checking those out probably tomorrow night, and then returning again for the weekly recap on Friday. Paul Ellis is at junk store, the new honey hole. It kind of seems like it, man. This guy has a massive barn full of cards, and every time you go in there, he brings more and more cards down. It's kind of hit or miss, because he'll bring a bunch of boxes down to the store, and that they're all like 88 score, 92 tops, and a bunch of junk wax. But this past time, there was a box of random 2000s cards. Eric was going through one. There's 2011 update in there. He found like JD Martinez rookie card. Looking for the Trout. Didn't find the Trout, but I found a lot of good ones. Like I found a Freddie Freeman foil rookie card from Bowman, and a ton of other stuff. So I guess we'll dig through those tomorrow, and I'll show you those, and we can check out the basketball, football, and hockey, and you guys can tell me if there's anything decent in there. It kind of looks like there can be. So do that probably around the same time tomorrow night, or around 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. So hopefully see you guys all again then, and then a weekly recap will be on Friday. So thanks a lot for everyone that participated in the break. I will see you guys all very soon. Have a great night, everybody.